dead. He's dead. Who did this? What happened? And with that, my friends, welcome to the Mimslyn Inn, located in Luray, Virginia, home to the Murder Mystery Weekend. Alright, now that the creepy intro is over and done with, I promise that the Mimslyn Inn is not that scary. In fact, it's quite charming. It's a quaint little hotel. Alright, now let's go check out the inside of it. I am super excited. This is my very first time staying at the Mimslyn Inn. See, look, it's not so spooky inside after all. And I am attending one of their most popular events, the Murder Mystery Weekend. Imagine the game Clue, but in real life. The Murder Mystery Weekend starts Friday evening and goes until Sunday morning. But it's a nice little getaway. It's a 2-night, 3-day event. You purchase a ticket, which you can do on their website. This ticket includes your hotel room and meals throughout the weekend, plus 1 drink voucher that you get to redeem on the very first night during the welcome reception. So, let's dive into the very first night. To start us off, we were offered some light hors d'oeuvres, which was like cheese and meatballs and all that kind of good stuff. Then we got this little rule paper that kind of showed us the do's, the don'ts, get to know each other questions, because someone could easily be a murderer sitting among us. Someone's gonna be sus. Someone died, spoiler alert. Then after that was done, we mingled a bit. Then we headed down to the basement to explore a bit, because that is where the on-site restaurant is called the Speakeasy. So as you can see, the basement is quite small, but it does have a spa with spa services, and it also has this cute little gym. Now let's head on over to the Speakeasy Bar and Restaurant. You can enter this restaurant from inside the hotel, which again is located in the basement, or you can enter from outside of the hotel. This little quaint restaurant is super cute. It's got a very nice bar area. The drinks here were really good, but I can really only attest to one drink, and that was the Moscow Mule that I indulged in all weekend. The servers were really friendly and the service was pretty good. And of course, the food was great too. I had some Thai egg rolls, which were really good and really fresh. I also had some oysters Rockefeller. These were amazing. And I also did get this little pasta ravioli dish, but I forgot to record it. But it did happen. Or did it? If you didn't record it, did it actually happen? All right, let's go check out the room. So the room was really big, and it was just a full-size bed. It was quite spacious. It had this little desk area and some wine. The wine was not complimentary. You had to buy it. It was $45 a bottle, I do believe, and it was their brand of wine. It also had this wardrobe with a TV inside of it. Oh yes, small little flat screen TV. Everything you need, nothing you don't. This wardrobe also had some drawers in the bottom of it where you could store clothes, and some pretty mountain views, because after all, we are in the Blue Ridge Mountains. And the bathroom was super cool. I always have to make a weird something or another in a mirror. It makes me feel validated. And yes, it had a tub and a shower and some lotion, shampoo, and conditioner, as well as a makeup towel and a little cup. Also, the soap reminded me of a Lego. Alright, it is now the first official day here at the Mimslyn Inn. And of course, you know, we have to start our day off with some coffee or tea. I favor tea over coffee, but that's just me. So at 9 a.m. they directed us into this dining room. And the name of this little restaurant area is called Circa 31. And the tables were set up super nice. I do believe the Circa 31 only serves breakfast and brunch on Sundays. For day 1 breakfast, they served us with a breakfast buffet, which was super yummy. It had fruit, potatoes, eggs, bacon, biscuits and gravy, you name it, they had it. Super delish. Then they also gave us a suspect list. This was front and back and included around 70 people that were participating in the Murder Mystery Weekend, including the actors and cast. They also gave us a chance to check out all of the evidence that had accumulated Friday evening all the way until Monday morning. So with each scene, there was a piece of evidence that would appear, whether a cast member dropped it or someone in the crowd found it. And if you were someone in the crowd who found it, then you would have to read it out loud at the next meal. So after breakfast, we decided to do some exploring. And this is the 3rd floor where we were staying at. It was super pretty. It had this really nice lounge area. It was so bright and open with all the windows. And if you go outside, it takes you to this little patio area that has a fireplace and a kind of cool view. And over there, you'll see those little houses. Those are actually cottages owned by the Mimslyn Inn. So you can actually rent those instead of staying in a room inside of the hotel. They also have bigger houses that are kind of to the left of those cottages that are like little manors, they call them, and they're just bigger inside. So they fit more people, and I do believe they have like full kitchens and stuff in. So the Mimslyn Inn is only 3 floors. I really thought this painting was really pretty. It gave me secret garden vibes. And this floor, oh my gosh, I can't tell you how many times I almost like fell down these little stairs because the carpet is the same on the steps and the floor, and it just tripped me up so bad. I don't know why, but it was just like an optical illusion to me. Then we went and checked out the 2nd floor. And this is it. It's not as extraordinary as the 3rd floor, so I like my 3rd floor the best. Also, you already know I'm about to validate myself in this mirror. Hi! Validation achieved! They also have a pool and a hot tub. And over here we have this little courtyard area. Up those steps leads to a pavilion area, and then to the left, following that brick path, leads to a little secret garden path that is super cute. So we have time to kill. So just some tips and tricks if you are looking at doing a murder mystery weekend from what I've learned. 1, you're going to need a notebook or a notepad and a pen, because you are going to be taking a lot of notes, because you're going to be writing down things people say. You're going to be trying to suss people out. It could be that random girl over there in the corner who's not saying much, but she's acting a little weird, or someone's story is just very like outlandish. We had some interesting people we talked to, and to be honest, we never even like guessed who like the right murderer was. We were kind of on point with it. You know, we had fun. We weren't in it to win it. We were here to try it, experience it. And it was a good experience. It was nice. It was fun. That's why I'm showing you this, because I personally never knew murder mystery weekends were a thing. I heard of murder mystery dinners before, but honestly, it never really was put on my radar of something to do or want to do until we found out about this, the murder mystery weekend, and we're like, hey, let's go try it. Like, I don't know. We'll see where it goes. And honestly, like, I'm ready to go back. Like, I want to do another one. It was just that fun. And these murder mystery weekends, they're made by a specific company. I do believe it's Keith and Mario's Murder Mystery. I'll link it down below in the description so you can check out the website. But they have them all over. They're not just specifically in Virginia. There's some out on the West Coast. There's a lot all over the East Coast. There's some in Middle America. They're all over the place. So I definitely recommend checking it out if this is something like you are really interested in. They do the dinners and the murder mystery weekends too. So they do, like, this company does both. While we were between breakfast and lunch, we went to Walmart and got a little notebook because we needed something to write on. I was running out of room on that little instruction sheet they gave us on the very first night when we met for that welcome reception. So that is why I highly recommend bringing a notebook with you. And we also ended up going to Dunkin' because Dunkin' is life. And America literally runs on Dunkin'. I'm not sponsored. I just like Dunkin'. And after our quick little Dunkin' and Walmart run, it was about time for us to head in for lunch. So where we headed into lunch, it was the same area where we had breakfast. This time, where we sat mattered. This is where we would be seated for dinner as well. You had to pick your table mates closely. They also had this little piece of paper here, and you would circle what you wanted for dinner. They had a choice between tenderloin and salmon. And for lunch, it was another little buffet. It was good. I really liked the Asian fried quinoa. Like, oh my God, mwah, chef's kisses on that. Hats off to the chef for sure. It was pretty good. The food overall was like great. I have no complaints on the food at all. Then we ended up checking out the gift shop that they have right when you walk into the main lobby. I ended up getting this cute pair of handmade earrings, support local, all that kind of stuff I love doing. Another big thing that I highly recommend doing if you are coming to a murder mystery weekend and you are traveling to a new area or maybe staying at a new hotel you've never stayed at, you're definitely going to want to try to find something to do. One thing to do in Luray, if you're thinking about coming to Luray, Virginia, is they have the Luray Caverns. A lot of people went and saw those. That is super popular here. And if you're familiar with the Dukes of Hazzard, then you know who Cooter is. And they have Cooters here in Luray, Virginia, and they have the cars from the Dukes of Hazzard and the tow truck. So it's kind of like a little cool like spot to go check out if you're into that. Cooters is quite literally just a spot in the road, and it's not far from the hotel. Neither are the caverns. And here is my handy dandy notebook that I got, and my pen, and the suspect list. And those were the notes that I was writing previously. They were on the back of that instruction page. So as you can see, I have all my notes like transferred over into that little notebook. And again, find something to do. There is gonna be lulls in the murder mystery. So we ended up getting a pack of cards at Walmart, ended up playing some rummy. Don't judge my shuffling skills. I'm not a professional. To be honest, I'm shuffling better than my grandma did. She didn't even do the little like fancy flip thing. She just shuffled them like in her hand, like horizontally, and just shuffled them in there. So yeah, we played rummy for a few hours just to pass the time. Then we went down to the lobby again and hung out in this little area because dinner was about to start shortly. For dinner, we had to pick up our little name card and place it in front of us. That name card had our name and what we wanted for dinner, tenderloin or salmon. I ended up picking the salmon, which was super delicious. And to start us off, they gave us some bread, which was so good. It had like nuts and seeds inside of it. And then the main course came. I had salmon, and then those are potatoes au gratin or whatever. I don't know. It looked like a pastry a little bit, but it was kind of tasty. Then we had this yummy like toffee cheesecake thing. I don't know what it was. All the food was good, like I said. I have no complaints in the food department. So this whole murder mystery thing is like bonkers right now. We have like a theory every which way. We don't know what's going on. We're getting ready to write down our theories on the sheet. So stay tuned. I'll keep you guys updated on what we got going on. So right after I had taken that video, 3 people had came up to me as I walked out of the elevator and like tried to suss me out. And I'm like, yeah, I am definitely the murderer. I am the one you were after. I am the one you want to write down. Sunday morning, we turned in our answer sheet that we had created and we had a breakfast brunch. It was another buffet. It was pretty tasty. And the cast went over who is the winners and they disclosed who the murderer, and boom, case solved. But if you want to solve your own mystery murder, I highly recommend doing one of these mystery murder weekends or dinners. They are super fun. Thank you guys so much for watching. And if you like this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. All the links will be in the description below and the information regarding the hotel and the murder mysteries. Thank you for watching. Bye!